Here's the Dre Drum from Buranelectrix, a 3-part lo-fi drum voice with plenty of sound on offer. With 3 channels that you can layer and mix up to create your own custom drums and percussion, it's far from your vanilla drum sounds that you might be used to. I'll go through the features and then get into creating kicks and snares with a few other patches. Going through the features, the Dre Drum is a 3-voice lo-fi drum module. It's 3 independent voices, but not as you'd imagine in a polyphonic setup, but rather 3 parts mixed and triggered together to create one final sound. We've got the 3 parts that are all selectable, and you can have a sine, square, saw or noise waveform. There's pitch, pitch envelope, decay, which is both the decay for the pitch envelope and the amplitude, and finally a level for each part. With level up, let's trigger this manually and listen to the sounds. You can hear that it goes from subsonic then into some deep lo-fi thump. And you can hear that nice lo-fi noise in there, giving plenty of character. So that's the sine wave, here's the square wave. Here's a saw wave. Here's the noise, which is clock noise, giving a massive variety of sounds. On the 3rd voice, there's a switch for a click function, which gives us just a single cycle of that waveform, which is a nice transient click. Here's the click on a sine. And on a square. Back to noise again. And I can't think of any other way you'd get a single cycle waveform from any other modular sources. Taking a simple sine wave, we've got the decay control. And this will go from nice and tight right through to self-oscillation. Pitch envelope is tied to the decay as well. And for something like a kick drum, you want to fine tune between the pitch envelope amount and the decay. Let's say I'm happy with that for now, so I'll turn the level down and create another sound on voice 2. And then I can mix these 2 together. Turning down both of those, I'll create something else on voice 3. And the decay and the pitch envelope do still have effect when you're in the click mode on the 3rd voice. Here's mixing the 3 sounds. So they've got the features, and I'll move on to some more specific sounds. Here's looking at creating some kick drum sounds. I've got a background snare and a trigger pattern going in to trigger the Dre Drum. a nice deep noisy sub, let's add another voice to the sound. Using the third channel, let's add some noise. Here's the click mode. Really easy to get some nice fat kicks. Using a different kick source, I'll look at making a snare type sound with a Dre drum. Starting with a sine wave for the body of the sound. Here's a second sound for some extra depth and harmonics. Let's go from a square wave to a saw. And then onto noise. Let's add a nice transient click on the third voice and get some more snap into the sound. Let's look at some random bits of synth percussion, starting with some disco style synth toms. Here's looking at some more metallic and noisy cymbal style percussion. And that'll do for the first voice. Let's add some transient snap from the click on voice 3. Of course, with filters and other tonal shaping that's common around the modular setup, you can vary these sounds even further. With the decay turned up full, you can turn the module into an oscillator that will just drone away with the normal waveforms with the decay up full. Turning up voice 2, I'll tune in some sine waves. Here's voice 3. Here I'm just going to use an external VCA and envelope to trigger the sound. With some noisy out of tune sounds, you can get some cool sounds as well once you start to trigger these and create some new percussion sound. Here's moving on to the noise waveform. So it's a great source for really characterful percussion sounds that's got lots on offer. It's a no-brainer if you're building up some percussive elements in your rig, and it's one of the types of modules that instantly makes you want to add more than one so you can make use of the various sounds on offer. The only thing that's missing is a CV input to control the sound, but this has been discussed as a possibility for the future, although nothing's announced yet. Hit like and subscribe for more videos every week, and check the Patreon link in the description to support my channel.